Hey, what to do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I am excited for today's video. This is gonna be a good video. I got some really cool stuff I wanna show you in the shop. It's been a long time coming, but first let's take a minute to enjoy this beautiful sunrise. Don't mind my junkyard over there, but this is my favorite part of the day. All right, so let me show you guys what we got going on in here. It has been a very long time since my shop has been this empty or clean. I'm still working on the clean part, but you guys can see we got my truck parked in here with nothing cluttered on the side. And then there's nothing in this bay right here. If you guys remember, we had a huge tractor sitting right here for probably almost a year. And guess what? There it is. We finally got the grader ready. And that's gonna be the bulk of today's video. So yesterday I woke up super early. I mean like early for a Saturday. My internal clock finally reset itself. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I was up here cleaning, getting stuff ready because we got like the mother of all projects that we're gonna be starting in here. I wanted to actually get started on it this weekend, it just didn't happen. So it'll probably be next weekend / next week that I get started on it because I gotta leave for Sacramento today. But we are gonna be showing you guys this. Hopefully it works, we don't know. We got it started up, we filled it up with fluid yesterday and we drove it out there. And then my buddy Jason and his dad, they came over with their steam cleaner and they washed the heck out of that thing. So I don't think that thing's been that clean in probably 15, 20 years, I don't know. But anyhow, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you guys some other cool stuff. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and jump on into it and let's roll. Actually cheating, I'm making 2 videos in one. I'm gonna be making a video for my father-in-law. He's got a trailer that he wants to sell, so I'm gonna be kind of showcasing it for him and making a video for him. But I really wanna show you guys this trailer because this is a rad trailer. Nice beanie, I like it.
As long as you're not recording now, I'm fine.
I am recording right now.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. So how do you want to do this? So they have a Kenworth T880. It's got the X15, 565, 18 speed, right? Yep, got it. So they've got some custom goodies on here. Nice headache rack. This nice hose rack.
Hey, that's my own design.
Right, can you make me one of those for my truck?
I can.
That's nice.
You said can I or will I?
So they've got the thread-on type hydraulic hoses.
We used to have the quick connect ones, but they kept getting stuck and then they would leak a lot.
Nobody likes leaky hoses. This is kind of nice how it's like tucked under the front of the trailer.
It is.
Reduced damage from stuff dropping on them. I don't know.
That's true. Ready? So this trailer has hydraulic landing gear. Auto leveling landing gear, which is nice when you're crooked. There we go.
Nice.
So this is the brain box of the trailer. All the switches are in here, but it's meant to operate with Wi-Fi through your phone. So you just pull up a UL address on your browser on your phone or tablet, whatever you have, and then that will connect to this. And you can operate all of the hydraulics except for the landing gear through the phone.
Okay.
I guess that's a little safety thing they put in there.
So he's gonna go ahead and pull the truck forward. We're gonna take it out into a more open area so we can kind of do like a walk around and show you guys how all of this actually works. It's super cool. So this is such a rad trailer.
To open up your browser, and then you're going to want to log into your Pacific trailer, sign in, and then there you go. It has a camera on the back so you can see the wedges, the chains, so you know where to lock and unlock the containers. Everything is done where you can basically sit in the cab of the truck and offload or load fully loaded containers. So the first thing you want to do is unlock, and that's unlocks all four of the skylights over here.
Can you do that one more time, just so you can see it? Okay. That's pretty cool.
So the unload process says you want the wedges to be down, so put the wedges all the way down. You can kind of see them right there. Go down. You don't see them in the back?
Yeah.
So these wedges are what actually lift the container up to put it onto your chains. So your wedges are already down, you're unlocked, and then basically you just do chain out. It runs on these two chains right here. The front container, the front pad eyes are locked. So the front container is pushing the back container off. And you can hit, it's a traveling axle, so hitting bumper in right here brings the axles forward so you can get less aggressive tilt angle down. Up over here, you can either do one 40-footer or two 20s or four 10s, but if you do two 20s, you want to lock them in place right here. So this will unlock it. I'll go around and unlock the other side. So I set the brakes on the trailer. So what I'm doing, I'm just separating the two containers right here. And then if you see right here, it's getting real close. So I'm gonna bring the wedges up and I'm gonna push the container back to where it sets on the wedges. So the wedges are coming up. Hard to see in there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. But oh, you can see him now.
So now I'm gonna bumper out to separate the two. There we go. So now the container's only setting on these wedges. I just wedge down with the phone, and it sets the container on the ground. Nice and easy. Locked in place, pull it right up.
Perfect. First try.
First try.
So right now the containers are sliding back up. He's using his phone. Another thing that's really cool about this trailer, it has the cutout chain tie down points all along the side of the frame rail. It's got a ton of 4-inch ratchet straps along this side of the frame, and then I'll show you guys the other side of the frame real quick as well. So along this side, it's got the same thing. It's got a ton of cutouts, and it's got a bunch of 4-inch ratchet straps also. So there's a ton of places where you could secure loads on this trailer, other than using the chain-driven system that pulls the containers up and off and on with quick locks. So all in all, this could be a very versatile trailer. You can use it to haul equipment, more so than just containers. These are the hydraulic motors for the chains. Got a pretty heavy sprocket here. So you guys can see the hooks that actually grab the container. And then once it gets up to here, he's gonna go ahead and lock it into place with a quick lock. Easy. The front of this container is secure. And the back ones are locked in place too. So the back pin's already in, might be kind of hard to see, but this load is ready to go and is completely compliant with all DOT regulations. Using these pins those connectors in the center, and the rear pins. You can see the axles are sliding back into the traveling position, and then once those are all the way back, it should be good to go, right?
You're ready to roll?
Okay. So this trailer is manufactured by a company called Quick Loads. So one more thing you might notice about this trailer, it is completely galvanized, and that's kind of a big deal down here in San Diego if you work near the Navy base or do anything like that that's close to the sea. Rust tends to become an issue, or if you guys are out hauling in snow country where they salt the roads, it's just a good finish to have. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the underside of the trailer real quick. So it might be kind of hard to see, but it is air ride. Here you can see the two cylinders that lift the front of the trailer up. It's hinged right there, probably. So it's hinged right there about 1/3 of the way back. So as you slide the axles forward, they probably travel about 1/3 of the length of the trailer. And so that kind of works out right for good weight distribution. So anyhow, the farther that the axles slide forward, the less stress is going to be on these as you lift forward. But if you do it too much, it'll pick the back end of the truck up. So you got to be careful when you're doing this, but there's the hinges, and if you do it right, there's not a whole lot of pressure as you lift up or bring these down. So that's the underside of the trailer.
So we currently have this container, or this trailer site for sale down here in San Diego. If you're interested, give us a call, 619-659-9866, or you can send us an email, arcticcontainers@yahoo.com. And we'll give you all the details on it and the purchase price and stuff. So yeah, hit us up if you're interested.
All right, well, you guys heard the man. If you guys are interested or know anybody that's interested in this trailer, he just gave you all the contact information. So I'm gonna roll on out of here. I got some other stuff that I gotta take care of, but this is a rad trailer, guys. If you are interested in something like this, I would definitely hit him up. It's a super cool trailer. One more thing about this trailer, it is all LED lights, so typically you don't have to worry about those as often. If you guys saw my last video where $140 didn't even fill my truck and you think that's depressing, check this out. All right, so we are in the red, just a little bit below 1/8 of a tank. Here we go. I like this pump, it's pretty fast. Whee! How's that for depressing? Self-leveling bucket. Has it? It should. Alright, so we are here. Snow drove the dump truck all the way down here. He's loading it up. And this feels kind of weird, but so far it's going pretty good. Trying to fit one more right here and then kind of push this over a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit before we take off. Scraping that out, but we are done for the week. We will be back next week. And we can't have any of this going on. Oh, come on. Hey, by the way, let's see if I can get this guy off so much up. Put this guy in the trash. succeeding today. There we go. And center cap. So much better. Let's hit the road. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and change the steering wheel cover. I think it's about due time. So let's go ahead and rip this thing off. This thing was so beat up. It was long overdue. All right, well, the test drive with Snow went pretty well today. I think he's gonna start driving with us from time to time as his schedule permits. But I am back today. We are working on the grader again. They're tightening the hood down. He went and picked up a new muffler for it today because the old one was just completely garbage. So I am going to cut this right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and weld up this flapper on it. And then we can go ahead and throw the muffler back up there. You good?
Yeah.
All right, well, I got the piece cut. We got it put in the muffler. I'm gonna go ahead and weld it up. I had to switch the gas around a little bit because I've been doing flux core welding. So when you do that, you gotta switch these leads around just because of how the electricity flows through here. So let's go ahead and weld this up. I haven't done like a round pipe like this in a while. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm no pipeline welder, nor do I claim to be, but I think this is gonna work for our current scenario. This is not gonna be like a custom showpiece in the center of some big expo. So for now, this will work. I went ahead and ground down the edges. This side got a little bit sloppy, but overall it's pretty good. We're gonna put this on here anyways, clamp it down, and yeah, there we go.
All right, James.
All right, we'll see you later. So we got quite a bit of progress done. You guys can see the new muffler up there, the MagnaFlow. Turned out really nice, shiny. What do you think? Is it good? Yeah? All right. So tomorrow Jason's gonna come over. We're gonna fill this thing up with fluids and hopefully pull it out of here.
Yep.
Hopefully nothing wrong happens tomorrow, but we might have another open bay in the shop, which is big because we got some big projects coming down the pipeline. So you guys, I'm gonna show you something that I'm actually really embarrassed of right now. I have not drained this tank in quite a while. It's kind of a hassle to do it because I got to bring it out of the shop. And I've had this sitting on the workbench. It's just got like a 90 to thread into the bottom, and then it's got a quarter turn valve. And I'm gonna hook a hose up to it so I can just do like a quick drain outside and not have to like pull this thing outside every time. But you guys, this is wild. It just finished draining, so it's okay. You guys can judge me on that one. I won't be offended. That was definitely long overdue. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, run a little piece of hose out, So that doesn't happen again. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up one more time, and then I'm gonna blast it out, try and get as much moisture out as I can. It's gonna be way easier now because all I gotta do is quarter turn that valve, and I gotta pick up a hose, but once that happens, I'll just be able to point it outside and be done with it. All right, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. We are working on the grader. I already put this panel back on the other side. You can kind of see it sticking out right here. So the reason this is off is because I had to like rewire the whole ignition assembly so we could actually start the tractor from inside. There's still some wires that I'm not 100% sure what they do, but it still works without them. So we're just gonna kind of tuck them away and then put the cover back on. Are you gonna go grade the road for us?
Yeah.
All right. I hope that happens today. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if this thing cranks, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Don't touch anything right now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm not touching this.
I know. Oh, that's right. That might help. Yep, there it goes. I heard it.
Alright. Come on out of it, bud.
Okay.
Just for a minute, in case this thing decides to run or something.
I'm going to get out. That's what That's what Oh, that was loud.
Well, it works in here, so.
That was like a fan or something.
You want to listen for it again?
Yeah.
What was that?
It's this right here.
It was opening.
This guy? Did you just put it on?
I just put it on.
Oh. Yeah, that was the problem. It ran out of fuel.
It ran out of fuel, huh?
It did. Alright, so we had put a new fuel line right here and we forgot to open the valve back up, so we're gonna go ahead and try and fire it back up again. You ready?
Be careful.
We're putting in the right hole, right?
You're doing good. I don't know. I hope.
You know.
This is a radiator. We got the tank filled up. We're gonna go ahead and start this up and start cycling through because there's a ton of empty lines in here, so it's gonna pull a ton of the fluid back out of the tank. We're probably gonna have to put some more in, but let's go ahead and fire it up. Maybe. Is it leaking? You want me to tilt this back? Camera's all greasy today. Uh-oh. No, no leakies. So a lot of the hydraulics were working more, but I think we're low on fluid again, so we got to top it off again. Because how much oil would you say this thing has in all the cylinders and lines? So there's probably
10 or 12 gallons.
So there's probably 10 to 12 gallons in all the cylinders. So as we're cycling through, we're having to fill the tank up again. So this is the second time we've done it, or third. This is the third time now. All right, well the grader is out of the shop. They're just putting the doors on it real quick. These ones need some welding real quick. My lens is filthy dirty. That's a little better. So they're gonna weld these doors up real quick and then throw them on, and then I think that's it. I think we're gonna take it for a test run tomorrow morning, and I'll probably air the tires up. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I got some other stuff I gotta go do. But Jason's the man. That's starting his own YouTube channel. Yep. All right, so this might seem like really small and oh my gosh, I can't talk. So this might seem really small and insignificant, but this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've just kept putting it off. This guy right here was super loose. You'd put a plug in and it'd almost always fall out. It's been around for a while. I don't know why they only put one set of outlets in here since this is a 2-gang box. So I went ahead and switched it out with a new cover, put 4 outlets in there. And I never run like 4 things at the same time. But it's nice to have stuff plugged in and not have to be switching around. And then a couple years ago, I ran some conduit down there, down this pole, and I had put a single gang J box right here and just had 1 outlet. I went ahead and switched that out too and got another 4 outlets out here. So that way I can kind of just leave stuff plugged in, like whatever it might be. Because down the road, I'm gonna mount a vacuum up there so I can like pull the trucks in and vacuum them out up here. And that way I can just leave it plugged in and not have to worry about like switching stuff around again. So I know it's small, but I'm happy about it. All right, now I know that was something small, but to me, I'm super excited about it. But let's go ahead and get into what this video is really about. So let's go ahead and get into what today's video is gonna really be about. The grader. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. I'm gonna move it up towards the front of the property. And from there, we're gonna truck a couple loads of dirt out. And we're gonna start working on the dirt road. Dang, this thing's clean. Oh man, when we got this thing, I don't know if you guys remember, this was black. Everything was black. So it's looking good. I'm super pumped. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up. All right, here we go. Started up pretty quick today. Not too bad, not too bad. well, that was kind of short-lived. I was just playing around with it before we got out to the road, and I had a hose go kaboom. So let me show you guys this real quick. So that's about all she's gonna be doing today. We're gonna set her down, gotta go get a new hose, and that's just the way it is sometimes, I guess. Oh well. Bring the throttle back, and off she goes. Maybe. No? You don't want to turn off? There we go. There we go. Basically how this machine shuts off is you just cut the fuel to it and then it eventually turns off. So yeah, gotta take this hose off and get it fixed, but that's gonna have to be for another day because I gotta get ready to go to Sacramento. Taking this up north. Well. What do you think?
That's awesome.
Alright, well I'm gonna go and put the screws in this video. You guys, this was a good video to make. Big thanks to Jason and his dad, my father-in-law. Everybody came together. We got this machine out of here. The shop is like getting back to what I like it to be, clean. It's been a long time since it's been this clean. When that grader was in here, it just started collecting junk around it, and then junk collects more junk, and it just starts to exponentially grow. So I've started like with getting that bay clean, this bay's clean. I'm gonna keep on going down the row. I picked up a bunch of totes last night so we could organize all my PVC fittings from everything that we did up front. So that way we can have like a little PVC store in here and be organized and not have to run into town every time we need something for a broken pipe or something like that. But you guys, we got some huge announcements coming to the channel, and I mean huge. We are going to be changing up a lot of how we do things around here as far as the business goes. And what's inside this box is going to be a huge hint as to what we're doing. And it does have to do with not this truck, but let me go ahead and show you guys what truck we're going to be changing up a little bit. Not the heavy haul, but the dump truck. Number one, El Raton. We're gonna be making some gnarly changes to that truck. It's gonna involve me getting some pretty gnarly tools, and it should be pretty good. You guys can see I got my workbench cleaned up. That used to be a wreck. Next, I'm gonna move over here. You guys can kind of see that I started organizing stuff up here. But as soon as I get all this clean and these two bays clean, that's when the real fun's gonna start. We're gonna build a huge fabricating table right here. We might build like a big I-beam crane setup in here so we can pick up real heavy stuff. And this is just all part of the trucking business, guys. You gotta learn to adapt when different things come along, and some different things have definitely come along. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the screws in this video. This was a good video. But thank you guys for watching. Do me a huge solid like, subscribe, share this video with your amigos, hit that notification button so you guys can continue to see what we're gonna be doing to the dump truck. It's gonna be rad. At least I hope so. I've never done anything this big, but we will see you guys next time. Later. I will give you guys one more hint. This might have something to do with it. Later.